Bisa pang ilisa ka na para hindi magdugtong.
Morning, bago.
Hindi na makawala pa. Relax, please.
Ini.
Oo ka na, ilisa ka na.
Sunod.
Tangan na kayo natin ako yung po. Folder do. I-open ko lang isa ka o anak ka lang sa hindi ka lang.
I-open. Ini.
Na technical aid.
Ini.
Bilis ano po. Pero ang mas patuloy na ito private.
Ini.
Journal. Nauna ni mo, anak ko anak kaya po itong ibang nito. Wala may lain. Kulihan naman ito ni mga. Yan na.
Check mic. Mic test. Mic. Check mic. Mic test.
Yan, sorry po. Sige. Sige.
Ginoo.
Nakaka-rest dito.
Totoo na di ba si
Okay, we are now ready. So, good morning, everyone. Morning, back members, DPWH, Secretariat, and to our prospective bidders online and on-site. This pre-bid conference for the procurement of three goods is hereby called to order. Today is April 23rd, 2026, and the time is 10 o'clock. So this pre-bid conference is conducted pursuant to the provisions of Republic Act number 12009 and its implementing rules and regulations. May we request the Back Secretariat to please conduct the roll call of Back members both in person and online.
Okay, good.
And determine whether a quorum is present.
Okay, for our attendance for this pre-bid conference of three goods and services projects. So starting from our back vice chairperson, Engineer Maribeth D. Burgos, and with her back members, Attorney Joey D. Gilgani, Engineer Christina Luz R. Kakayan, and Engineer Ruth D. Cantiveros. And from the back PWG, we have here the head of the back PWG, Architect Ann Coro, with her member, Engineer Wilson Dokoy, and from the back secretariat, Flora Sara Divisaya, yours truly, as head of the back secretariat, and with me is Miss Michelin Mundaga, Miss Annabel Mosquida, and Engineer Jefferson Ignacio. And for the information of everybody, for this pre-bid conference of three goods and services projects, we really invited our state auditor, Mr. Mark G. Turalba, and also we invited Miss Christina Himadi Arcilias from Butuan City Chamber of Commerce and Industry Foundation Incorporated. And we also invited Which Foundation of Surigao Rural Enterprise Assistance Center Foundation Incorporated, but there's no representative today attending for this pre-bid conference. So let us proceed to the attendance or the for our participating bidders for this goods and services project. We have here Shiriel Gamolo and Roxanne Tomas from Workers Vision, Tyrone Tiguatno from Velox Centro Super Sales Incorporated, Lenibeth Cenicero of 3A's Petron Service Station, Darelina of GJ Manpower. There are two, Darelina and Chuna Plaza of JJ Manpower Agency, and December L. Doidora of MTEL Trading Manpower Agency, and we have here also Jubilin L. Manla of Sherlock. So our vice chairperson, Ma'am Beth, that's all for our attendance for today's pre-bid conference.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. With 4 back members present, I declare that a quorum is established. I also wish to inform everyone that this proceedings is being live streamed through our official YouTube channel for transparency. The committee acknowledges the presence of the observers online and on-site, and the representatives of our prospective bidders who are attending either on-site or online. Thank you for your participation. We also confirm for the record that all invited observers received their notice of meeting at least 5 days prior in compliance with Republic Act 12009 and its IRR. So for today's meeting, the Bids and Awards Committee shall proceed with the conduct of the pre-bid conference for the procurement of the following projects under three goods, no? Under goods, three projects. So we will now start with the presentation for contract ID number 26GN00004, janitorial services for DPWH Regional Office 13, CY 2026 to 2027. So, presenter, please proceed with your presentation.
Yes, good morning, Madam Chair. Morning, everybody. Morning. I'm going to present contract ID number 26GN0004. The name of project is Janitorial Services for DPWH Regional Office 13, CY 2026-2027. The approved budget for the contract is 8,972,338 pesos and 27 centavos. The contract duration is 1 year. For this contract, there are 3 locations for the janitorial services, namely here in the regional office, J. Rosales Avenue. We also have the DPWH compound at Duongan and DPWH at Diniwisan, Butuan City. And these are the breakdown of personnel per office. 20 here in the regional office, 6 at Duongan, and 6 at Diniwisan. So for labor and benefits, we have their average pay. They are also entitled for their 13th month pay and 5 days leave incentive pay and their uniform allowance. And other benefits, as mandated, are the retirement benefits under RA 7641, their SSS premium, their field health contribution, employees compensation contribution, and pag-ibig fund. So for the agency overhead, we have 20% and value added tax at 12%. The materials needed are the following, toilet bowl cleaner, 384 liters, air freshener, 336 bottles, detergent powder, 600 packs, disinfectant spray, 288 bottles, liquid hand soap, 312 bottles, deodorant care, 600 pieces, garbage bag, medium, 3,600 pieces, garbage bag large, 6,000 pieces, bowl brush, 44 pieces, bowl pump, 22 pieces, soft broom at 60 pieces, cocoa broom, 60 pieces, dust pan at 60 pieces, and multi-insect killer, 300 pieces. Also, Moriatic, 12 pieces for the whole year. We have bleach, 1 liter, 360 pieces, rag, 88 pieces, mop with handle and streets, 60 pieces, tissue paper, 2-ply, 5,088 pieces, furniture polish at 360 bottles, pail, 45 pieces, dipper, 60 pieces, cleaning cloth, 4 pieces per pack, 120 packs, dishwashing paste, 384 pieces, garden soil, 36 sacks, fertilizer, 24 kilos, crafting tape, 12 pieces, and gasoline, 72 liters. The minimum equipment requirement are the following: vacuum cleaner, 4 pieces, 6 pieces of grass cutter, 3 pieces wheelbarrow, 9 pieces of shovel, 6 pieces garden hose, 6 pieces rake, 9 pieces garden scissors, 3 pieces of pruning saw, and 1 chainsaw. So these are the specific activities: general cleaning, restroom maintenance, trash disposal, surface sanitation, glass and window cleaning, floor care, kitchen and pantry cleaning,
ground and exterior maintenance, and miscellaneous tasks. That would be all, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Before we proceed to the next project, may we ask if there are any clarifications or other concerns from our prospective bidders? If there's any, kindly identify yourselves by stating your name and company you represent before raising your comments.
Sherlock.
Good morning.
I'm sure the Workers District of Power Services from Cagayan de Oro City. I would like to clarify about the materials. Is that the materials is total for 1 year for every month?
That's the minimum requirement, ma'am.
Yeah, that's the whole materials.
Whole year.
Whole year, so our computation is all materials will be divided for whole year.
The office will kind of provide for the first month, how many we will provide? For each item.
For each item. Okay,
Divided
so
by
that
12. Not necessarily divided by 12. Because there are like map. Yan lang na map with
then
space.
with regards to that matter, I would like to follow up the question. If that ilan yung hangin every month, kay wala man naka-identify din so probably it will be happen to the Tantong nakadaog.
Yes, ma'am. We will provide that to the remaining family.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe
As long as katong the whole year, more dito siya ang number of pieces per whole year.
at then nagawaan lang sa libawan lang sa nakadaog kung ilan yung mga match specifically. Okay, sige. Thank you po.
Particular ba ta sa quality of the items that will be provided? Ginapan gid na to. Quality na to ba?
Dili sa atong sa price action.
Okay. Any more further questions? So if there are no further concerns, thank you for your participation, ma'am. We'll now proceed to the next contract ID number 26GN00005. Supply and delivery of fuel for the second and third quarter of CY 2026 for use in the DPWH Regional Office 13. So, Mr. Presenter, Engineer Manzano.
Sabihin mo nga, gusto lang ang yung mari sa among.
Alam mo karon, pwede na. Probability.
Everyone, before I proceed to the actual pre-bid conference, I'm glad to acknowledge first and thank
Gusto lang
the
yung.
our vice back chairperson, Ma'am Maribis Borgos, our back secretariat, Ma'am Sara, to all the back members and TWG members, and also to all of the implementing unit and all other officials concerned. Good morning. I am Concepcion Bongo from Equipment Management Division, and I will be presenting the details of this 3B conference. Our project information is as follows. Contract name is we supply and delivery of fuel for second and third quarter of CY 2026 for use in the DPWH Regional Office 13. With contract ID number 26GN00005. Our ABP is 36,438,360 pesos. The location is PWH Regional Office 13, G. Rosales Avenue, Butuan City. And the contract duration is 120 kalina. Let's now proceed with technical specifications of this procurement. As you can see, the total volume requirement for the procurement of diesel is 206,440 liters. This volume represents the projected fuel consumption of all various divisions of this office. We also require 800 liters of gasoline and 40 liters of tutti oil. The financial specs of the said procurement, as you can see, as I have mentioned earlier, the
Lagyan mo.
sir,
Ipakita lagyan mo, ma'am.
ayan, searching.
Basta ko.
Balik ka daw.
Ibalik
Balik
daw ng adito. Di abin ako chance na
Ay, ganun.
balik. Check lang kayo. Tusok na ko ng sundot ko. Kira kaya na dami ang lubot. Lagi. Ito na mag-projection ka. Signature ni mo sa boots. Ito na ka boots.
Let me again recall the total volume projected for the consumption of every division among 206,440. We also require 800 liters of gasoline and 40 liters of tutti oil.
Next slide.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you, ma'am, for that presentation. Before we proceed to the next and last contract or project, may we ask if there are any clarifications or other concerns from our prospective bidders online and on site? And please kindly identify yourselves by stating your name and company you represent before raising your concerns. Ba tayo online?
Wala, ma'am.
Okay, on site.
No question.
Questions? Okay, so there are no concerns. Thank you for your presentation. Now we will now proceed to the next contract ID with contract ID 26GN 00006, supply and delivery of fuel for the dredging of operation of East Bank Cut-off Channel, Lower Agusan Improvement Project, Paan Riverside, Butuan City. So, presenter, please.
Wala na.
Next, project information is the supply and delivery of fuel for the dredging operation of Aguas Bank
Mabito to
We're at
na, di ba?
project, but side ones with contract ID number 26 and 00006. And the approved budget for contract is 2,942,627 and
The usual term of the.
the location is DPWH Regional Office 13, TND Compound, Tinig Rizal, Butuan City, with contract duration of 180 calendar days. The volume of diesel fuel is required is
Ako, earlier.
4,037 and 53 liters. That's end of presentation.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Do we hear any clarifications or concerns from our prospective bidders?
Is to-
Okay, hearing none. No concern. Thank you for your presentation, madam. We are through with the three goods, no, projects. So may we request the bank secretariat to present the technical and financial requirements for goods, including the house rules.
Gabi kita kung tutunan ko dahil.
Morning, everyone, for the technical envelope for the goods. Please note the following requirements. First, manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank in the amount of not less than 2% of ABC. Second, surety bond callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company fully certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security in the amount of not less than 5% of ABC. And third, the bid securing declaration per section 56.6 of the IRR of RA 12009 and using the form prescribed in GPPB resolution number 3-2025. Here are the eligibility requirements of section 52 of the IRR of RA 12009. First, valid PhilJEPS registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages, or registration certificate from SEC DTI for sole proprietorship, CDA for cooperatives. Third, mayor's permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of prospective bidder is located. Fourth, the statement of all its ongoing and completed government and private contracts within the 10 years submission of bid. Fifth, the latest audited financial statement stamp received by BIR. Next, the SLCC. Next is the NFCC computation or credit line commitment. Next, the valid joint venture agreement or JVA if applicable, and tax grants. For technical documents, first, the bid security. Second, the conformity with technical specifications as enumerated and specified in sections 6 and 7 of the bidding documents. Third, the omnibus sworn statement in accordance with section 54.3 of the IRR of RA 12009 and using the form prescribed in GPPB Resolution number 3-2025. And last, the latest General Information Sheet or GIS reflecting the beneficial ownership information or BOI duly received by the Securities and Exchange Commission for corporations. Please note that any missing documents in the above mentioned checklist is a ground for outright rejection of the bid. For financial envelope requirements, first is the form of the bid. Second, duly signed price schedule of goods. Third, duly signed summary of bid prices and the recurring and maintenance costs. And please note that any missing documents in the above mentioned checklist is a ground for outright rejection of the bid. And for the pre-bid reminders, bid and the deadline of the submission is 10 a.m. sharp. And also, please note that notary should not be taken lightly as it can lead to criminal prosecution and blacklisting. That's all, ma'am, for the technical and financial requirements as well as the pre-bid reminder.
Thank you, ma'am. For the guidance of our prospective bidders, please take note on the bid submission requirements and the house rules just recently presented. Prospective bidders are advised to monitor the official channels of the DPWH for any supplemental or bid bulletins that may be issued by the Bids and Awards Committee relative to this procurement. So, any more concerns? Hearing none, if there are no further matters to discuss, we will now proceed to close this pre-bid conference for the procurement of the 3 contracts under goods and the proceedings duly recorded. And there being no further matters to discuss, is there a motion to adjourn this pre-bid conference?
I move for the adjournment of this pre-bid conference.
I see.
Okay, the motion to adjourn has been moved and seconded. This meeting is hereby adjourned. Thank you, everyone.